Hey good people, welcome back to Beauty in the Frizz. My name is Kara. If you're new, thank you so much for stopping by, and if you're not, thanks so much for coming back. I have a good video for you today. It is a 4 looks, 1 palette video using the Enduring Love Deep Palette by Sydney Grace. So if you want to see what I come up with, keep on watching. Don't forget to leave me some comments, let me know what you think, and definitely consider subscribing and joining my community because I'd love to have you back. All right, let's get started. So recently this palette, Enduring Love, was restocked at Sydney Grace. I am a huge fan of Sydney Grace. The first thing I had from them was the Tiny Marvels palette, which was the collab with Mel Thompson. And from then on, it's just been history. I've been getting a bunch of single shadows and yeah, I'm just loving them. I love everything about the brand and the quality. What I really liked about this palette and what stood out to me was that I watched a review by Mel Thompson when I was deciding whether or not I wanted to get it. And she was explaining how the palette was made in a light version and a deep version. And I don't think I've seen that with many eyeshadow palettes, if any. And I just fell in love with that they thought so much about the color story and what colors would show up on different skin tones. And I was like, okay, I'm getting it. So at the restock, I chose to purchase this, and let's just go ahead and look at it. So this is called Enduring Love, and the only difference in the packaging from the original release is that I believe it's more carbon footprint friendly. I believe the first one was made out of a tin and this one's made out of the heavy cardboard, the same thing that the Tiny Marvels palette is made out of, and it has an 18-month shelf life. Their shipping is always really great, and their customer service is always great from what I've heard. I was really happy to purchase this palette. I really was. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the swatches and get into the look. This isn't a first impressions or anything like that or a real review. I do want to show the swatches, but I'm letting you know this palette is A1. This palette is so good, and it's so versatile. So that's what I really want to showcase by doing the 4 looks, 1 palette. All right. So we have Romeo, Juliet, Devotion, Darcy, and Elizabeth. That's the first row. Okay, for the second row, we have Albert, Victoria, Passion, Boaz, and Ruth. You're gonna see in my first look, I keep saying Boaz like I don't know how to read. Okay, last row. And for the last row, we have John, Abigail, Cherish, Robert, and Deanna. And here you have it, Enduring Love. Beautiful. And the last thing, before I get into the looks, just want to show you this palette along with Tiny Marvels. So, I don't know, hopefully y'all can see that because I can't see, you know the deal. But yes. I think they're great complements to each other. Some of the neutral shades may seem a little similar, but they're really not many. There's like one that's kind of the same, but I think they're both worth having, and I think that they would definitely play well together. So that's it. All right, let's move on to look number 1. Okay, y'all, to kick off this 4 looks, 1 palette, this is look number 1. So this is the look we are about to recreate. I hope y'all like it. Okay, so let's get started. This palette, So I may or may not have mentioned my eyes are prepped using the P. Louise base shade in Rumour 3. So that's what I used on my lids, so you can kind of see there's some little creasing from that, but don't worry about that. First, I'm going to be using this e.l.f. smudger brush. And I'm going to be taking the shade John, and I will be using that shade to highlight my brow bone. And you don't really need too much. 1 dip is really enough. You just want a little bit of sheen. You don't need to have a whole lot going on there. Next, we're gonna go with that BK Beauty 202 brush, and we are going to use the shade Darcy. This is going to be my main transition shade. If you don't set your primer, the blend may be a bit more challenging, but I feel like the colors really show up a lot better. So you're essentially setting your primer with the shadow. And I want to draw this shade out. So that's what we have so far. Next, I'm going to be taking the shade Abigail. And for that shade, I'm going to be using the BK Beauty 207 brush. Now this is a more dense brush, and what I'm going to be doing here is also going in kind of in the same transition area, not as high though, not as high. This is going to be more focused in the crease. We're really sketching out a shape here. So if you notice, and I've said this, you see how my eye is hooded, like, and my hood isn't even straight, it's like a crooked hood. So it's a bit challenging for me, and this is part of why I got really obsessive about watching makeup tutorials when I first got into makeup, because I'm like, why doesn't the eyeshadow look right on my eyes? And then started seeing a lot of hooded eye tutorials, and I'm like, oh my God, I have that. I have it too. But a lot of us have hooded eyes, so you just gotta work around it. So it's going above my crease, still making sure that I can see it a little bit when I look straight on. Because if you go like this, and then you go like this, you'll be disappointed if you don't put it up high enough. And I'm just drawing this out. I'm trying to more so pull it up, almost like a little wing. I'm gonna be using this Morphe concealer, and I'm gonna be just putting some on my hand right here. And this is what we're gonna use for the cut crease per se, just to make sure that these colors that I'm using on the lid and the outer corner stand out. This is the Sigma E62 brush. It's actually a cut crease brush. I'm gonna start by placing a little bit on my lid and just seeing where the concealer is actually gonna end up. See up here? Okay. So that's how high I want it to go. Sorry, I don't look crazy, but that's how I figure it out. So I know I need it to go up here. And then I'm just going to make a mess, essentially. All right, you wanna get it down in here too, in this inner corner area, and it will be able to hold that inner corner highlight really nicely as well. And kind of want, I know what I want to do. I think I'm gonna use a combination of two brushes. I'm gonna use this eyeliner brush too. This is just gonna help me draw the shape out a little bit better. Now I know when some people do their cut creases, they leave a thin white line of the concealer showing, but that is not what I wanted to do with this one. Okay, now that I kind of have that shape drawn out a bit better, I can go back in with the cut crease brush and just go ahead and fill in this area here. All right, that made it a lot easier. And this doesn't have to be super sharp. You can just go in and clean it up later. So I know it looks a little bit of a mess right now, and that's the fun part, seeing it all come together. Okay, so the next thing that I did is I am taking the shade Bose, and this shade is going to be going in the outer corner. Gotta see what time it is. 12:40. Oh my God, man. All right, let's see what we can accomplish in 10 minutes. So now I'm starting off, just because remember this concealer is, you know, it's wet. So I'm gonna start off by packing it on. I actually need a little more on the side too. Yeah. This is gonna be like the most complicated look of them all. So if you're looking like, oh, I can't do this, yes you can. And I'm just following the line of the concealer. And it's making me have more lid space because I have so little. I'm gonna use the same brush. This is actually a Rephr 02 brush. This is a good shader brush, and I'm just gonna flip it to the other side, to be honest, and none of the black is coming off on my hand. So I'm gonna pick up the shade Devotion. Devotion is gonna be my shimmer lid shade, and I'm just gonna pack this on, starting at the center of the lid, going all the way up to the top of where I put that concealer. And I'm just kind of going over the black just a little bit. I think I could use some more on this side too, truth be told. Truth be told. Oh, this is, I'm so happy I bought this palette. I was not thinking about this palette, and then I thought about it. Okay, and I'm gonna go all the way to the inner corner. For the inner corner highlight, I'm gonna be using this, the shade John. John is the shade that I used for the brow bone highlight. And I'm just gonna take the same eyeliner brush and go ahead and put that in the inner corner. The next thing we're gonna get ready to do is we're gonna go underneath the eye. And for that, going back with the same BK Beauty 207 brush, I'm gonna use the black shade, Bows. I'm gonna do that under the outer half, and then the shade Abigail is gonna go on the inner half. And so I'm kind of matching it up with what I did on the top. Kind of, not really though. All right, let's see if this needs to be blended. Now taking Abigail, putting Abigail on the inner, and then I'm just gonna, you can use a tissue. Probably don't want to use your hand, but all right, there we go. The next thing that I want to do is I want to add a top liner today, and I'm going to actually take the shade Bows, the black shade again, and I'm going to use this Bristles Beauty E04 RS brush, and I am going to just line the top of my lids, but I am pretty much going in the lashes. Like, it's just to add a little bit of definition. I have probably said this before, I'm not a huge fan of liner on the top. Hey Marky. Okay, I don't even know what just happened because my son was coming in here. All I'm doing is taking the shade Bows, pretty much just rubbing it into the lashes, just to give it a bit of definition. Or for my lower lash line, using this NYX Jumbo pencil. This is Black Bean, so it's just black. And just going here on the lower lash line, in the waterline if I can get it to stay. This is a great look to do. Oh no, hold on. I'm gonna have to fix that. But this is a great look to wear with lashes because it can be really glam, but I can't be on that struggle bus today. So I am gonna go ahead and get my mascara. Today I'm gonna be wearing the Pat McGrath Dark Star Mascara on my top lashes and a Neutrogena Healthy Lengths Mascara on the bottom. The reason why I'm doing that is because this mascara is giving me too much. Like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong because people swear by this mascara, and y'all know I swear by Pat McGrath, but I don't know if I'm just not taking the time that I need to do, but it's just, but y'all will be able to see. And then you can see how you can take this eye look up another notch if you want to add some lashes. You know what I mean? You can just take it up to the next level with the drama. The Neutrogena Healthy Lengths Mascara, I mean, that's something I just grabbed from Walgreens, and it's supposed to help your lashes grow. But I like this for the bottom lashes. That way they're just not clumping and stuff. But you know, I'm still learning, so. And this mascara doesn't clump, but it just gives you a little bit of something. I don't know, I probably done pulled half my lashes out trying to wear lashes, so I'm trying to chill. All right, that is the end of look number 1. Okay, so let's look at this up close and see what you think. This is look number 1. And like I said, I feel like this look could be super glammed up. depending on your liner, your lashes, you know, what you have on, the lip. You know, I'm keeping it kind of light only because I want my eyes to stand out, so y'all know I'm wearing a light lip. Everything that I have on will be in the description box. All right, y'all, I like this look. Let me know what you think. We got 3 more to go. So I'm trying to keep them short and sweet, but this is gonna be the most complicated of them all. Everything else is gonna be super easy. I wanted to start out with the hard one because it was gonna take me the longest time. All right, y'all, let's do some more looks. Okay, y'all, this is look number 2 of 4 looks, 1 palette. And this is same clothes, different day. All right, so I know the blue is kind of bold. So a little backstory, I am the team captain of the blue team at my school. We are doing kind of a Harry Potter type situation where we sort the kids into houses, and I got appointed to be the blue team captain. So we're having a virtual pep rally and I have to record a video for that. So, you know, I gotta, I gotta maximize my time. My second look is gonna be a blue look. This is Fenty, by the way. I have a lighting struggle, y'all. The struggle is real. But I also have on a little shimmery blue highlighter by BH Cosmetics. This Fenty is a combination of 2 lips. It's Ya Dig, and the other one, I can't remember. It's from that, that winter collection that she came out with last year, I think. Anyway, that's neither here nor there because it'll be down below. I'm sorry, let's focus on the eye look. Here's the eye look for look number 2. It is an attempt to be a halo or spotlight eye. Let's get into it. I'm gonna try to keep this one quick, y'all, because I ain't trying to hold you. To start this look, I'm using the shade Passion on a fluffy brush, and that's gonna be my transition shade. Now I do, just so you know, have all the same things on my face as far as like the basics, and then in the description box, I'll list anything that's different for each look. And this is a beautiful matte gray, and I love it. Okay, easy enough. Next, using the BK Beauty 207 brush. I should know these brushes by heart at this point. Gonna go ahead with the shade Ruth. This is going to go on the outer and inner corner. Trying to leave the center of the lid open. We're just leaving that space open so we can achieve that halo effect. Now I'm gonna kind of take it in the crease, but I'm still, if you can see, I'm still leaving the center of the lid open. Make sure that you look straight on so that you can determine if your shade comes up as high as you like it to. I think I put a little too much blue, but that's okay. All right, so we'll fix that part later. So next, going in with the shade Albert. Albert is gonna be my little center lid shade. Look how pretty that is, y'all. And I'm just tapping that. Now, some people, when they do a halo eye, they may put some concealer in the middle to make the shade pop even more, but I mean, I'm not doing that. I feel like these shades are highly, highly pigmented, and you know, I'm not having an issue with fallout or anything like that. I think I've had a pretty good amount of experience with Sydney Gray shadows, so definitely comfortable with doing my eye makeup last. So now we have that halo effect, and we've got this nice kind of a silver on the eye. So what I'm gonna do next is not even taking any shadow, but I'm just blending it just a little bit here because it came up a little bit higher than I wanted it to. The other thing I like to do, now I am taking shadow, is I'm taking more of that Ruth color, and I'm just going to put it right where the silver starts, just to join it a little bit so it's not like a harsh transition. You might not even really need any more shadow. And then the other thing I'm gonna do is I wanna take a little more of this Passion shade and just kind of put it up top, because I do feel like I put a little more blue on this eye than the other. I really do like how this eye to me has more of a gradient effect, and this eye just looked blue. It didn't look like you could see that gray. And I know you're probably like, I don't even see it, but I see it. It's just the little details for me, like, is what I notice. When I see people's eyeshadow that I like, those little details, I'm like, yes, you did that blend, girl. or boy, whoever. For the inner corner, I am gonna use the shade Albert. Oh, I just want to mention really fast that on my look yesterday, I kept calling this black shade Bose. I don't know what the hell I was thinking about. Like, was I thinking about a sound system? It's boas, like a boa constrictor. I don't know why I was saying, I don't know what I was saying. Well, I knew what I was saying, but I don't know why I was saying it like that. But I think it's boas. I'm sure I have put some overlays on here, roasting myself with my lack of reading. I don't know, bows, what the hell? All right, so this is gonna go ahead and be the outer or the inner corner highlight. Doing too much. And then for the rest of the under eye, I'm gonna go back in with Ruth, and I am just going to put it underneath. And that's pretty much gonna be the look. I think this is another really nice evening look that will look really good with some lashes. I'm starting to really like the lashes that, you know, are winged out so that you have more drama on the ends of the lash, just because sometimes I don't like using lashes because they cover up all of my eyeshadow. And I'm like, well, damn, you can't even, it was no point in even putting on any eyeshadow. So next we have liner. I've used this before in my videos. This is by Colourpop, and it's a cream gel liner, and the shade is called Hustla. And I don't, hold on. Okay, I don't even think I noticed, but look, it has glitter in it. Who knew? You learn something new every day. I was thinking that glitter was left over from another eye look, but no, that's cute. Even though you probably can't really see it on the eye, but it's a cute idea. What time? I don't even know what time this video is going up, but did y'all get Raw Beauty Kristi? I'm curious if anybody got it. Let me know. Let me know in the comments if y'all got it. It is gorgeous, it is. But I have to pass. If I didn't, you will definitely see it up in this video that I succumbed to FOMO again. But I have to pass. Not because I think the collection is gorgeous, but I am really, really, really like, I need to really start picking and choosing a little bit better, like what I'm spending my money on. I'm going to start with the Neutrogena mascara again, and then I'll go with the Dark Star. But I have to, y'all, because if I don't, I'm gonna be on the street, okay? With my makeup selling it. Talking about, it's Pat McGrath, it's so good. People gonna be like, girl. So I have to pass on that. As crazy as it may seem, I have already seen on Makeupcrayz, her Instagram, who, y'all need to follow her. If you are not following Makeupcrayz, I'm putting her Instagram in the description box. I'm gonna tell you why. Not only does she have the makeup releases, but she is of sound mind. Like, she will make you, she'll be like, you don't need this, or, you know, she'll make you just really think about it. I'm not saying she'll tell you not to get it. Sometimes she does though. And I'll be like, you know what, girl, you're right. Like, I really value her opinions because obviously she's been into makeup way longer than me. So she's able to be like, oh, this has been done before, or, you know, she just has really good advice, and I love it. I love it. I love her. So on her page, there was some pictures of a Natasha Denona palette being created like for the summer that we still may be in the house. These brands are putting out makeup like hotcakes, honey. Like, I don't know what to say, but they are putting this makeup out like hotcakes, and I'm just kind of like, okay, hair. It's like it hasn't even cooled down before you got something else coming out. So I just can't do this. Like, it's just not happening. So I did get the last Raw Beauty Kristi collection. Now I will say this, because I didn't know, this light is doing too much. Nope. It's just making me look like Michael Jackson. I just can't. I don't think that helps. Whatever. I will say that before that Raw Beauty Kristi collection came out with Pure, I had no idea who she was. I'm sorry, but I just can't be. It makes me just want to go like, Eddie, are you okay? Eddie, are you okay? Are you okay? I'm sorry, I just can't with that light. That light's making me feel like singing Thriller or something. Okay, so I did buy the Raw Beauty Kristi and Pure collection. And I had no idea who Raw Beauty Kristi was, and I think she's really cool. But I will say I do like this Colourpop collection a lot more than the last one, because I depotted the last one and broke a couple shades while I was doing it. But at least I know I'll use those shades now. That's neither here nor there. Here's the look. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I did like do a little bit of black liner with the shade Boas on the side, but I think y'all see the vision. Y'all see the vision. This would be a nice little glam look, you know, all black dress. I always say that, a little black dress. I guess because that goes with everything. All right, y'all, I hope y'all like this one. We got 2 more to go. Hope y'all not tired of me talking, because I'm trying to keep this quick. I really am. All right, we are on look number 3. So here it is up close. This is very easy. All right, y'all, let's get started. First thing I'm gonna do is take the shade Romeo, which is this shade right here, and that is going underneath the brow bone. See, it gives you just a nice little bit of shine right there, so you don't need a lot. Going in with my fluffy brush in the shade Juliet, Romeo and Juliet. This is going as the transition shade, and I also use it to smooth out any creasing that occurred from the primer. Going into the shade Robert, using the BK Beauty 207 brush to deepen out that outer corner. Starting off by pressing it onto the lid, just because, you know, there's no powder there, and then I'll start to blend. Press, then blend. Putting a little bit in the crease as well. I will come back with a fluffier brush at the end, just to make this a little, you know, more smooth and make sure I have the right shape. Okay, using this Bristles Beauty brush, going into the shade Elizabeth. This is gonna go all over the lid. This is really pretty, this color. It's really nice. I really like this brush. This brush is really good at getting the color exactly where you want it, especially like in the crease area. So I really like this brush for that. Especially, like, I like using my fingers too, but when I get over here, it's nice to have a slim brush, because a lot of times I end up getting the color underneath my lower lids, and that's not what I want. I'm gonna take my fluffy brush again and just kind of blend this out a little bit so that the shades transition nicely. So this looks the same on both sides. I am going to take the shade Robert again, put a little bit under my lower lashes. I don't think I did that, or it wasn't enough. Same brush for Elizabeth that I used to put it on my lid, and just go ahead and line the rest of the bottom. Pretty easy. I'm gonna do an inner corner highlight with the shade Romeo. This is a super simple look to do. Taking a jumbo pencil by NYX. This is the shade Rust. It's kind of a rust shade. And this is giving a little tint. Like, it's not gonna be, you know, super vivid, but it just gives you a little something there. I'll be back after I do the mascara. Y'all don't need to see that anymore. Okay, here is the finished look for look number 3. Hope you like it. Okay, y'all, one more look to go. Well, if you're still here, you have made it to the final look. So this is what we're doing. This is a pretty, you know, easy little smoky eye. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it so we can wrap this up. So I'm starting out with the shade Cherish, and that's gonna be the transition. Next, taking the shade Boas, that's gonna be the outer corner and partially into the crease, and then sweeping it over. gonna put a little bit of that underneath the lower lashes as well. Gonna take the shade Deanna. That's gonna be my lid shade. Here comes August. So we've got Deanna on the lid. Next, we are going to take this shade Victoria, put that underneath the lower lashes, kind of blending it into the black shade. And lastly, I'll be taking the shade. Last, I'm taking the shade John. I'm gonna place that on the inner corner. I'm coming, August. I'm coming. I'll be right back. Off camera, I'm gonna do my mascara and my liner. I'll show it to you when I get back. Okay, I'm back. Had to help with the toileting situation. Okay, here's the final look. Nice little smoky eye, cool toned. And yes, I hope you like this. Let me know what y'all think. I really enjoyed doing this video because it just showed me how versatile this palette is. And I do want to say that throughout the 4 looks, I've managed to use all 15 shades. So there's not one bad seat in the house, as I like to say. If you were looking to purchase the Enduring Love palette, I definitely would recommend buying it without hesitation if you're looking for a palette. I really do like the deep one just because, you know, the pigment is there and it will be good for, I think, all skin tones personally. So yeah, that's it. Maybe they're gonna have a Black Friday sale, so, you know, maybe wait and see, but these launches never stop. So anyway, I don't know. Thank you so much for taking out some of your time and giving it to me. You know, I really do appreciate hanging out, talking to this camera, but it is really y'all. And I do appreciate it because I love the conversations that stem from this. And it allows me to just share my collection and just, I don't know, share some different looks and practice my skills. So thank you so much, and make sure that you are being gentle with yourself, talk to yourself nice, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.